Good morning and welcome to day 2 of Knights of the North Castle. I hope you all had a great day yesterday learning how to armor up with truth. I loved seeing the pictures of all of you. Keep those photos coming with the hashtag at the bottom of your screen, hashtag GFUMC Armor Up. Today we continue to learn our banner verse from Ephesians 6:10. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Say that with me at home. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. That's great. You are going to have a great day today building a catapult, making a breastplate of justice, learning about the story of David and Goliath, and doing something really cool in recreation as we learn how to armor up with justice. But before that, let's welcome back Armorer Ben, Sparky the Dragon, and Musician Madison for our opening.
Welcome back, Knights of North Castle. I hope everyone is ready for another great quest. Have you seen my dragon friend Sparky?
Here I am. Achoo!
Look, the knights are back, and look how good they have frozen place when you sneezed. Where were you?
Sorry I was late. I had cold feet.
What? What are you talking about?
You know, cold feet. Nervous. It's a joke.
Oh, Sparky, have you been reading that old joke book again?
Oh yeah, I figured I'd better brush up on some jokes about the cold. After all, everything is cool here in North Castle, thanks to me and my sneezing.
Everything certainly is cool up here, including the royal musicians. Let's hear from them right now.
When temptation's big and my faith seems small, I remember to surrender to the one who's able to deliver me, my shield and my defender.
They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Giants in the land, my God is greater than the giants in the land, so I won't be afraid of all the giants in the land. Clothed in the armor of God, I'll stand against the giants in the land. Oh, 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 giants in the land. Oh, oh, oh. Though I walk through valleys, I will not fear. When I remember to surrender to the one who's able to deliver me, my shield and my defender.
They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Giants in the land, my God is greater than the giants in the land, so I won't be afraid of all the giants in the land. Clothed in the armor of God, I'll stand against the giants in the land. My God is greater than the giants in the land, so I won't be afraid of all the giants in the land. Clothed in the armor of God, I'll stand against the giants in the land. Oh, 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 giants in the land. The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Great job, musicians and knights. Now, feel free to chill out. Armorer Ben, could you check my wing? You know, the royal dog, don't you?
Frost? The king's dog? Did he bite your wing?
He sure did. Now I have a frostbite. Ha! Get it? It's a joke.
Unfortunately, I do. Sparky, I found another riddle about the great armor. Remember, these riddles are written in an ancient dragon language. There you go.
And I am the only one here who can interpret. Let me see. This one says, if the breastplate of justice is what you seek, look for 5 pebbles in a creek.
The breastplate of justice must be another piece of the great armor. So to find it, we have to look for the 5 pebbles in a creek?
Well, around here, it would be 5 pebbles in our frozen moat.
I think the riddle is trying to tell us where to look in the king's book. 5 pebbles. Well, in looking through the book, I see where people gathered 12 rocks and they crossed a river. But that wouldn't be it.
There was a boy who had 5 loaves of bread. I've eaten some bread that was just about as hard as a rock.
I've got it. There's a story in 1 Samuel 17, 1 through 50, about a boy and 5 stones. Maybe that's it. Let's take a look inside the king's book and see if the royal prayers can help us find it out.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 17, tells us about one of the most famous battles in the history of the world. It all starts with King Saul, a very strong and handsome guy. However, as we learn later, he was not a great king at all. Therefore, God chose a small young shepherd to be the next king. He was the smallest and youngest of 8 sons. His name was David. This little shepherd really loved God. King Saul led his people in battle against their arch nemesis, the Philistines. They were not very nice people. When I said they were not nice, I meant to say they were very mean. Thank you. The Philistine army was very confident, and for good reason. They had a secret weapon, a powerful soldier named Goliath. He measured 6 cubits and a span. In other words, he was very tall. Taller than that. Taller? Close enough. Every day, Goliath yelled at the Israelites to send out someone to fight. All the Israelites, including King Saul, were too afraid to fight Goliath, so they did nothing for 40 days. Nothing, that is, until little David showed up to bring lunch to his brothers. While delivering food, David heard Goliath shouting at the Israelites, "Send out a man for me to fight." So he volunteered. The king was unsure about sending a boy into battle. But David told the king about how he had fought both lion and bear to protect his sheep. I will do the same to Goliath. The king agreed and gave David all of his armor to wear, but it didn't fit. Instead, David simply took his sling, went to the creek, and found 5 smooth rocks. Maybe try those smaller ones over there. With only his sling and a bag of rocks, David goes to fight the powerful Goliath. Now, it was Goliath's turn to be shocked as he saw David approaching. Instead of a strong warrior, the Israelites sent a small shepherd boy with no armor. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" Unfazed, David said, "You fight me with weapons, but God will win this battle." Goliath just laughed. Maybe a little more... Yeah, that's it. Anyway, David took a stone from his bag, put it in his sling, and flung it at Goliath. It hit him right in the head, and he fell on his face. When the other Philistines saw that Goliath was dead, they all ran away, and the Israelites ran after them. All of this was just as David said when he told Goliath, "Our God doesn't need swords or spears. God owns this battle, and he will hand all of you over to us and bring justice." And this is just one great story from the King's Book.
That was one epic battle, and that story answered our riddle about the pebbles in a creek. Sparky? Sparky?
Is it over? Was the giant defeated?
Yes, where did you go? Were you afraid of Goliath?
Of course!
Well, so were the Israelites. I bet David would be a big fan of our banner verse. Remember, it's from Ephesians 6:10, and it says, "Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power." Sparky, why don't you say it with us this time? Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power.
That does give me a little more courage.
Speaking of courage, our knights did a great job on their first quest last time. Now it's time for another quest.
Last time, our brave knights practiced their balance, which is very important for a knight. What do they need to practice this time?
This time, we need to practice a little horse riding. Horse riding is a big part of being a knight. Knights spend a lot of time on horses and need to have proper riding techniques so they don't fall. Everyone, stand up with me. Now bend your knees a little. Keep your back straight and bounce up and down.
Do they need to hold on to anything?
Thanks for the reminder. Yes, a knight would hold on to the reins of a horse. You could pretend to do that with either one or two hands. Try that with me.
They are looking more and more like knights. What's our castle call out for today?
The castle call out is armor up with justice. Remember to put your fist out on your shoulders like you're putting on a safety harness. When you say armor up, now do this motion. When you say with justice, okay, let's put it all together. Armor up with justice.
Achoo! Knights, when you unfreeze, remember to follow your castle guides and station leaders. They will help you on your quest today. Off you go to find the breastplate of justice.
Wow, Sparky and Armorer Ben have quite the quest for us today as we go and look for the breastplate of justice. I hope that you all have a great day. I hope you learn so much and have so much fun as you search for the breastplate of justice today.